Hello, welcome to this week's podcast and video. This is the Sweet Dreams Wellness Travel podcast and video, and I am your host, Barbara Tuckett. I am the owner of Sweet Dreams Travel, so I am a travel advisor, and I have been doing this for many years, over 20 years. I believe that our mind, body, and spirit are all connected, and that by traveling, we can help create more wellness in our lives. I create travel experiences for people which improve their wellness so that they return from their trips feeling healthier, happier, and more connected with the people they're traveling with and with the surroundings. So I am super excited to welcome you to today's episode number 2. Today's episode is entitled, I am not super techie, but I'm trying to get my computer set up. It's entitled, Want to be a Happy Camper? And I'm going to be talking about the hottest trend of this year and into next year. As of recording, it is summer of 2020, and so we are in the middle of our coronavirus restrictions and things like that. Some people are able to travel already, and others are not, depending on where you live. And so I'm talking about what is available. It is available for this year, but it's also available into next year if you wanted to reserve into next year. So to start off with, I will do a screen share. Oh dear. Now I just don't know what I just did. I'm sorry, my tech skills are not the best. I'm sure they will get better as we go. Okay, share my screen, and there we go. There is my screen share. Okay, success. I'm going to play our slideshow so that we can see what we're doing. All right. So I'm happy to welcome you to this topic. This is something that is so amazing. I think you will really love it. I am the second of 11 children. I know. You might have just fallen off your chair or stumbled if you're in the middle of a run and just listening to this by hearing that number. And it was amazing growing up in a big family. Yes, for sure, that means that you have to share your bedroom and share pretty much everything else that you own in life. But it was really fun growing up in a big family. I really loved it. I loved having someone to do stuff with all the time. There was always something going on, always people around, and it was great. For me, it was awesome. This picture shows my family. This was taken a couple of years ago, but this is me and all of my siblings and my parents. And we're all, in this picture, we're all holding up our number for what birth order we are in. And I'm number 2. So you can probably spot me and all of my other siblings. I think it's hilarious that my youngest sister, number 11, Rachel, on the one end, had to get creative. Since she doesn't have 11 fingers, she's holding up all 10 fingers and 1 foot. So, which was really great. I really loved growing up in a big family, but as you can imagine, since we were very plentiful with children and people at my house, we were not very plentiful with money, as you might guess. So that led to a lot of our family vacations were camping trips. And today we are going to talk about some camping, a type of camping that is amazing. Now, as a kid, I loved camping. It was so fun to go adventuring. It was so fun to discover what was around us, and especially it was great if there was a stream nearby where we were camping. It was fun to play in the water or float sticks down the water, get wet, and just enjoy that. Fun to hike around and explore and make forts and houses and all kinds of things. It was amazing fun as a child. Now, and that was some of my best memories that I have as well. Some of our camping trips were just short weekend trips, and other ones, the most fun ones, were ones that involved longer, sometimes cross-country trips, sometimes, week-long or more adventures that we would go on, because we would camp on our way to places, to our destinations as well. So it was great fun. As an adult, I got married, and my husband is also a camper. He loves to camp. And so at first we bought a tent and enjoyed tent camping for a little while. Once we started having kids, we bought a trailer, an RV kind of trailer that we could pull behind a truck or an SUV and go camping that way. And we have enjoyed camping over the years with our own children. However, I don't know if you are like me, but as an adult, camping is a different experience. It's not just the fun and the adventure of being able to enjoy the outdoors. As an adult, it's a little more stress. You have to buy the food, you have to pack the camper or trailer RV, make sure everybody packs their own clothes and has the right things that they need. I remember one year, one camping trip that we went on, my daughter completely forgot to pack any clean underwear. And so I needed to make sure, she was just little, she was probably 4, but I need to make sure, as they were young especially, that they checked everything off their list that they needed to pack. As an adult, you have to make the plans for where you're going and how much it's going to be and all of that stuff. You have to do the setup, you cook the meals, you clean up, and you have to plan activities and keep everybody happy and entertained along the way. So it is quite a bit of stress as an adult. Well, I still like camping, but it's just not quite the joy that it was as a child. I'm sure you can probably relate. A few years ago, I found something that completely solves all of the problems. It is the total best solution ever. It takes the joy of adventuring, which we knew and loved as kids, plus comfort, which I know and love as an adult, and no setup or cleanup. Can you believe there really is such a thing? I am serious. There is really such a thing. And it is called glamping. Glamping is glamorous camping, and it has all of the great things about camping. So why in the world would we want to go glamping? Well, for right now, if you are listening to this around the time that I'm producing this, then we are all going stir crazy. We're in our homes, we're in our towns, and we need to get out and do something. We need to get to some nature. We need to see something and do something different. Also right now, many countries are still closed, and we're not sure if we're quite ready to visit them anyway, even if they were still all opening. It seems a little iffy to travel some places. An RV or a trailer is a great big investment, and it is a lot of work to make sure that everything is upkept, and you have to buy, don't have to, but most people buy a second set of almost everything so that they can stock their RV or their trailer, so that they don't have to try and remember every single time they pack it. So it is a lot of work to keep it up and going. Buying a bunch of camping gear, including a trailer or RV, sounds expensive and possibly pointless if you don't use it a whole lot. So if you don't know whether you would like camping as an adult as much as you did as a kid, it's really kind of an iffy type of investment. Also, glamping is like a luxury hotel in the great outdoors. It combines private lodging, so your own private space. You do not have to share a lobby or an elevator or a hallway with anyone else like you do when you're staying in a hotel or a resort. Also, when you're glamping, you have resort-like amenities, your own private space, and food. The food situation is a little different. We'll talk about that a little more as we get into this, but you can either order it directly from the resort, or it's cooked to order by them, or sometimes it's cooked by you but provided by them. So food is all taken care of as well. So all you really need to do is pack up your stuff as if you were going on any type of luxury vacation and go. And yet the experience that you have is absolutely incredible. So let's get into this a little bit more. What does glamping look like? Most glamping involves some kind of luxuriously appointed tent, which is a huge canvas house that is parked on a permanent platform. Not all of them are tents, some of them are cabins, and we'll get into more details as we go. You also have 99% of the time, you have your own bathroom, which is the type of bathroom that you would find in a 4- or 5-star hotel. It is not a little outhouse, as if you were camping. You get running water, fine linens, porches, fire pits, and other rustic fun camping amenities. So amazing, so amazing. If you are looking at this slide with me, you can see the inside of one of these glamping facilities. And isn't this incredible? Wouldn't you love to spend a few nights here, a week, a month? It looks amazing, right? I think so too. So it also, going on, some glamping spots are glamping only. So the entire place is just glamping setup. Other glamping spots are part of a resort that is already there. And so it's part of the resort options that they have, is some glamping options. So there are yurts, there are cabins like I talked about already, there are tiny houses, there are tree houses, pretty much any variety of a spot you can think of to stay in nature, it exists. But the common denominator of all of this is making camping accessible and luxurious to even the most inexperienced outdoors person. So you do not have to feel like you are an outdoors guru or expert to be able to enjoy glamping. And that is the amazing part about it. You don't have to know anything about what you're doing, but just show up and it's all there for you. Let's talk about a few places. There are glamping spots all across the United States, all over the place. So chances are there is a glamping spot that is not too far from you, or you could make an adventure out of it and really take a journey and go find a glamping spot. This first one we're going to talk about is in Colorado. It's in Dolores, Colorado, near Dunton Hot Springs. So this location is a perfectly restored ghost town. So it is amazing. There are 44 exquisitely furnished hand-hewn log cabins, a saloon that serves food that is just out of this world, long hikes, pampering massages, a hot springs. It's so incredible. So even though the town is cell phone free, they do provide high-speed wireless internet access in every cabin. So as you are back in your cabin, you can have internet access. Now, in addition to the cabins, so there were 44 log cabins in this area, but they also provide 8 luxury tents. So if you could choose whether you stayed in a cabin or a tent. These luxury tents are 640 square feet. It is huge. They have towel warmers, 6-foot soaking tubs, full bathrooms, and they come with 2 private mountain bikes that are parked there at right there at your tent, so that you can go explore the trails and explore the resort and the property. The rates here include breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus beverages, except for the fine liquors and wines that are from the reserve list. Also, the rates include the use of the hot springs, the library that they have on site, mountain bikes, Wi-Fi, and laundry. So pretty much everything. As you can tell, this is like amazing. All right, so that was the Dolores, Colorado location. Let's look at another one. The next one we're going to look at is in Missouri. This is called Camp Long Creek. Now, let me tell you, this, I am only showing one picture per slide, but I could show you 20 pictures that have to go with Camp Long Creek, because This place is so amazing. This is like glamping on steroids. They seriously have like everything here. They are one of these locations that is located within a larger resort right in the Ozark Mountains. So an incredible destination. Because of that, they've got a ton of resort amenities that are in this area. For glamping, as far as glamping goes, there are 56 lodging options. So a combination of tents, cabin huts, camp cabins, and 2-bedroom cottages. The tents are varied sizes, starting with the cabins. The huts are the smallest, the cabins are a little larger, and then the 2-bedroom cottages are the largest of those varieties. This picture shows a hut, one of the cabin huts. So you can tell it is pretty small, just basically for 2 people, but it really has everything that you would need. It's got the little kitchenette, and it's got the nice bed with comfortable linens, bright and airy, and it's got its own bathroom. So most of these spots between the tents or the cabins, they have spacious screened porches, all the amenities that you would expect at a hotel. And some of the amenities at the resort that you are able to use while you're glamping, they have a large infinity pool, they have a beach, a playground, 5 golf courses, a shooting and archery facility, a nature reserve, a cave that you can go explore, a full-service spa, boat rentals for the lake, world-class fishing, and water skiing. Those are just a few of the amenities that they have here. So this location in Missouri is completely amazing. If you wanted to try glamping at its finest with literally everything that you can even imagine, try this place. All right, moving on. Let's go to Maine, the northeastern United States. This location is called Mount Desert Island, and it's the Terra Outdoor Resort. This is a place that is glamping only. They have 64 luxury canvas tents, which will accommodate from 2 to 5 people. And each tent has their own private fire ring, upscale comfort mattresses, Wi-Fi, heated blankets, ceiling fans. So they're really, really nice. And all but 4 of the sites have their own bathrooms. Those 4 sites do shared bathroom, more like traditional camping. Some of them have outdoor showers, which are all enclosed and really amazing. This location, the Terra Outdoor Resort, have chefs on site, or they also have an option where they can provide the food and equipment and everything that you need for your own chef-designed outdoor meal grilling experience. So you grill it, you cook it, but they give it to you and design it for you. So that's a pretty great option as well. So at the resort, this glamping resort, they have a pool and a hot tub. They have a great concierge. The concierge can give you all the information that you need, give you all of everything that you need for fishing, biking, kayaking, all of the stuff there is to do in the area. Another perk about this is the Terra Outdoor Resort is really close, right next door to Bar Harbor, Maine, and Acadia National Park. So you have lots and lots of places where you can go explore in this area. So this is a beautiful glamping spot. Let's go to Utah. I live in Utah, but that is not the only reason to talk about this amazing spot in Utah. This place, it's called the Greater Zion Area, so it's close to Zion's National Park and Bryce Canyon. They have 3 different, they are separately run, separately owned, and operated 3 different areas for glamping. So you have your choice. The first one is called Open Sky. Open Sky has tents that are based on African safari style tents. So they're huge multi-room canvas tents. They have huge decks. They have fireplaces, bathrooms with oversized soaking tubs, outdoor showers, bamboo linens, and even spa treatments in their own spa tents. So this is an amazing place. The second place is called Wildflower. They provide air conditioning, feather top beds, modern bathrooms. They also have canvas tents, but they have a variety of other types of accommodation as well. Here at Wildflower, they have private bungalows, and they also have an option for covered wagons, which is pretty great. They offer yard games, fire pits, hammocks, rocking chairs, and private porches. So a really fun place is Wildflower as well. The third one is called the Greater Zion Outpost. It is run by a company called Under Canvas. Under Canvas is a nationally owned company that has glamping locations all throughout the United States. So, and this Greater Zion Outpost is one of theirs. They are really nice. They offer organic bath products, and there's an indoor fire pit in the lobby, which is really fun. They have lots of complimentary camp activities, and they also have a concierge, a guest experience coordinator, to help you with all of your hiking and exploring that you want to do in the area. So all three of these areas are wonderful in the Utah, southern Utah location. So near Zion's National Park. Okay, staying in the west, we're going to go to Wyoming. Wyoming, the glamping resort location that I'm going to highlight is near Jackson Hole, and it is a year-round destination. I'll talk about that in a second. It was one of the original tiny house locations. So if you remember a few years ago when tiny houses first came on the scene and were all the rage, well, if you would like to stay in or see some great examples of tiny houses, you should try heading here to this fireside resort. They are really close, right by Yellowstone, really close to Grand Teton National Parks. And the really great thing, they are open year round because they are really close to the Jackson Hole Ski Resort. So you could come winter, spring, summer, fall, and have an amazing experience, a different experience every season. There are 4 different cabin types here. They accommodate between 2 to 6 people, and their cabins include Wi-Fi, kitchenettes, HVAC, which is really important in the winter, so you have your heat, living rooms, dining areas, flat screen TVs, and a deck with a propane barbecue grill and a picnic table. They have gardens and fire pits. So they really are a wonderful location to experience year-round. One amazing perk about the Fireside Resort here in Wyoming is that they can offer Jeep rentals on site so that you can rent a Jeep and go four-wheeling and go exploring all around in the area from right here. They do not have dining on site at this property, so they do not offer restaurants or chefs here, but that is because there are so many amazing options in Jackson Hole, which is just right there. And so it's just, there's so much great dining there that it would be, you'd hate to miss out on all of those great options for food. Isn't glamping amazing? So those are just a few options that we have for glamping, and I think they're incredible. Are you feeling like you just can't wait to go glamping somewhere? I agree. And I feel like glamping is the perfect combination of adventure and outdoors, but also luxury and pampering, which I love, 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 love. That is part of, I love all of those things about wellness travel. And that is why glamping has such just a sweet place in my heart, because it envelops so many different aspects of wellness travel. Being able to connect with nature and your surroundings and being right there, but also being able to be pampered and have the luxury of that. It is completely my kind of wellness. So I would love to help you get into a glamping location if that is something that sounds fun to you. As you can tell, there are all different sizes and shapes of accommodations for glamping, so it's easy to find one that would work for you. So for more travel inspiration, please feel free to visit our website or connect with us on social media. I've listed our our website and our social media on this last screen. The website is Sweet Dreams Travel. Remember, sweet is S-U-I-T-E, as in a suite that you stay in, sweetdreamstravel.net. On Facebook and on Instagram, we are Sweet Dreams Travel. And on Twitter, we're at Sweet Dreams Trav. So not the whole word travel written out. So I have really, really loved being able to tell you about glamping, and I hope you're a little more knowledgeable about it than you were before, and that if this is something that sounds like what you'd want to do, either with your family or by yourself, it's really great for solo travelers as well as couples and families and groups. Feel free to contact me and we can get you hooked up with someplace really amazing. I do have to, before I end, I need to say thanks to Larry Olmsted from Forbes magazine. And I found some great inspiration from a few articles that he has written on glamping. And it just kind of helped me prepare for this and get some good insight into this episode. And so I just would be remiss if I didn't thank him for his background information. I hope you have enjoyed this little glimpse into an amazing glamping world, and I will definitely hope to see you on social media, or feel free to contact me. Please feel free to leave any comments or questions that you may have, and we will see you next time.